Howdy everybody, it's Chad McCoy here. Got a call from a lady a while ago. I hope you can stay on here. I don't know if we'll stay on the wind or not. Got a call from a lady a while ago wanting me to come pump one up here in Madison County. It's God's country up here, pretty good ways up. That little dirt road, pretty good road. It gets worse if you go the other way, but we're coming down now, so we should be all right. I think that's where I hauled no logs out of a long time ago. But like I said, it gets, the farther you go, the worse it gets, but it ain't too bad right here. Got some pretty good little potholes, but I'm gonna try to dodge them so you don't fall on the floor. I ain't been over in here a whole lot in my life. Daddy, he's logged over here some. And I've helped him over here at Paw Paw and all that they call it, Big Pine. And I can't remember what they call this up in here, but it goes down the river and goes to Barnard, they call it. It's pretty steep. You'll see it in a minute. I'll try to get the whole thing for you. Hope we don't meet nobody. If we do, they're going to have to back up, that's all I know. We ain't got time for all that nonsense. Have to get out of our way. We got to get to the house. Supper's gonna be cold. Just done 2 today. It's pretty good ones though, so wasn't too bad of a day. There's a pretty good little view. Hope everybody's doing all right. We're gonna try to post us another video sawing. I've been trying to watch some of Dad's videos, trying to get an idea of what I'm doing. It's just hard for me to talk and saw at the same time. I might just put the camera up there and let it do its thing while I'm doing mine for a little while till I get used to everything. But we ain't heard from nobody about buying it. I don't even know if Mama really even wants to sell it or not. It is, it's pretty up in here. Hope everybody's ready for Christmas. It's coming, whether we want it or not, it's coming. So we're trying to get everybody's gifts bought and all that good stuff. Zoe and Daisy, they're wanting some new iPads, but I don't know if we're going to do that or not right now. Hate to spend too much in the middle of winter time. You know how that is. But we're staying pretty busy. I mean, I think I've got 2 more Friday. I'm taking tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Daisy's birthday. So she's going to be the big double digits tomorrow. She's going to be 10. So she's got a list about a mile long about what she wants. But what she wants and what she gets is 2 different lists. So we've tried to talk her down some of them, but some things she's dead set on. She's a mess. Tried to get her to go with me today, but she won't go with me. I don't know what the deal is. Them young'uns don't want to deal with this poop. It ain't that bad though. It's nowhere near as bad as I thought. When I first started, I didn't really care for it much, but now I I guess I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more now. I know a little bit more about the truck and about what it can do and what it can't do. I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. There's a good little pothole. Oh, goodness. Turn over. Trying to think of a good story we could tell. We in this thing about 4.5 minutes, so I gotta spice it up a little bit, or you're gonna get tired of hearing me. Down there's the main road, way down there. Somebody's building my house right here. That'll be a pretty little place. There's some more, washboards we call them. Goodness gracious. Looks like they've been building on that in a while. It's got grass growing in the foundation. we'll get off this road and we'll talk a little bit more and get out of these bumps and grunts. I figure everybody'd like this little ride. Pretty peaceful. Hope this video turns out pretty good. Hope it ain't too shaky. About the best I can do though on a gravel road. Yeah, we logged over here years ago. I was just little. That was one of them deals we went on Saturdays. I'd go on Saturday, ride the dozer with Daddy, and it's somewhere over in here. I can't remember exactly where, but it's a good little area back in here. It's a little far out, but it ain't too bad. You ain't far from the grocery store. But yeah, we logged a place over here called Paw Paw. Like I said, that was a long time ago. Gosh, I probably wasn't 8 or 9, I guess, there we logged that. Or they logged it. I was in the way more than I helped then. I think that's whenever Daddy still had help. I believe that's where he had that fella Kevin. He lived in the garage. I guess he was in his 30s. He was kind of weird acting. He lived in our garage for a while. I reckon he was on drugs pretty bad, but he could cut timber. I mean, I reckon that's all he'd done his whole life's cut timber. And he liked to stump jump everything. He'd cut probably 15 trees almost down. And then the next morning go up there, God, it looked like World War III going on. I mean, it'd just be boom, 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 just boom, just every trees falling everywhere. He'd just touch them, they'd fall. But that was his way of doing it. Daddy didn't really like it too good, but just in case something happened. But he'd get ahead of you real quick though. I mean, he could cut some trees. But he stayed with us a long time. I remember one time Daddy had him. I believe he left. Went on out west or something for like a day or two or something. And Daddy had an old, I think it was a Husqvarna saw. And it was Daddy's saw. I mean, it wasn't that Kevin's, it was Daddy's. But he used that saw all the time. He kept it sharp. He'd take it apart on the weekends and clean it. I mean, he really took pride in his saw, even though it wasn't his. But anyway, Daddy used that thing like 2 days or something. Daddy, he kind of just throwed it around. Anyway, he dulled it and got it dirty, and it was just a mess. And Daddy he come back home, and that morning they loaded up the truck. Daddy's telling me a story. But anyway, they was loaded up the truck and went to the job site, and he got his saw out. He looked at it. I reckon he just sat down. They said, "What's the matter with you?" He said, "Did you use this saw?" They said, "Yeah." He said, "I had to we need to use it." He said, "I don't care you using it. I know it's yours." But he said, next time, he said, it better not be dull and it needs to be clean there you get done. Daddy said he was crying. He said, there's big tears come up in his eyes. Daddy thought to himself, he thought, oh Lord, a grown man crying, that's pretty bad. I mean, that can get serious real quick. So Daddy apologized to him, told him, said he wouldn't do it no more, he didn't know what to say. But Daddy said he kind of had a point. I mean, he did dull it and everything, so. But that was a weird situation, but. Oh, Kevin, ain't no telling where he's at today, Gosh, he's old now. He's in his 60s, I guess. Might be in his 70s. I don't know how old he was when he helped us. We've had some doozies. We had one, Daddy. I know he's talked about Phil. he come to help us, and he just showed up out of the blue one day. Had his Chevrolet pickup and a camper in the bed of it. He said, I need a job. And Daddy said, what can you do? And he said, I can do anything. That's about the truth. Old Phil, he didn't care. He would have, if you told him to start digging a ditch across the interstate, he'd just get a shovel and start digging. He wouldn't ask no questions. He'd just start digging. That's just the way Phil was. He like Mama. It's hard way or no way. But he didn't never complain, didn't never gripe. I mean, he just worked. That's all he knowed. That's what he done. I reckon he eat like 6 eggs every morning for breakfast. Why he did that, I ain't sure, but that was his thing. Eat a bunch of eggs, I reckon. Joe Phil, he was a good fella. Me and Phil got along real good. Me and him, we cut some timber. We cut a job over on Mars Hill one day, and we'd been climbing. Well, I say climbing. We was going as high as we could reach, maybe about 2 foot, and then me and him, neither one, like, we wasn't much on climbing, so we'd fool with them trees. We had probably 10 to cut. We'd fool with them. We'd tie them up and do that, and then we'd go again. It was just a mess. And we done that. I guess we got a little overconfident in ourselves. And about the, I don't know, 5th or 6th tree, me and Phil both said, we don't need to go that high. We'll just go a little ways. So we went a little ways, and I got on that skidder. I got on the skidder, and I got on the skidder, and he was cutting them. He started cutting that thing, and I started pulling, and I noticed as soon as I hit the winch what had happened. That thing pulled off the stump, and it went backwards, went across the road. There's a man had a Chevrolet pickup sitting there, and them limbs just wore that thing out. I mean, it just fell all over it. Didn't hurt anything, but it was still pretty spectacular. Well, luck was on our side that day for sure. That guy come out there, and he said, what in the world are you doing? I said, well, we're screwing up. He kind of laughed. He said, yeah, he said, I see that. He said, bud, he said, it's just an old work truck. He said, it ain't no big deal. So we hurried, drug it back across the road, and from then on, we kind of went up in it a little bit before we went and started cutting and stuff. But me and Phil, we had some time. He'd get on a dozer or something or other, and he didn't know the word, can't do it. He could do anything. I mean, he didn't give a crap. Whatever needed done, he was the man. But me and him, we worked good together. We'd get up for morning. He'd always come up there and have breakfast with us. And his wife, she had died, and he never did get remarried or anything. But he had some kids. They was in Oregon. But he was a character. I wish Daddy could have got an interview with him, but he never did. He come back to the house one time, I think. I honestly don't even know if he's still alive or not. He used to go and he would hike all the time. He'd go back in the woods in Oregon and follow the elk. He loved doing that. He'd go follow them. And he said you'd get back in there, and he said they wouldn't be nothing. He said you wouldn't hear nobody, see nobody. Or he said when it got dark, it got black dark. And he said that's just the way it was. He said they wasn't nothing in there. But I liked old Phil. If we had had about 3 more of him, we'd have had some good crew. Actually, he done the work for about 2 or 3 men. He had a couple saws, and he got one hung one day, and he was a cutting, and it got hung, and he was going to saw it out with another saw. And I asked him, I said, now do you want to take that bar off? I said, in case something goes wrong, it won't ruin your saw. No, we're good. Well, he started cutting, and it fell back, and it just wadded his saw up. I mean, he totally destroyed it. But he didn't even faze him. He'd care less. That's just the way old Phil was. He had his ways about him. Pretty good old fart he was. Him and Mama, they like to work together too. They'd stack lumber on the weekends a lot of times. I wish he'd come back by if he's still living. Like I said, I'm not sure if he's still alive or not. He's a good guy. Pretty through here. Hope you can get a good view of everything. The old Phil helped us for about 3 years, I guess. Might have been longer than that. No, I guess it's about 3 years. He just left one day. Didn't tell us bye or nothing. We didn't know what happened to him, but he had it in his mind that that's what he was going to do, work about 3 years and quit, and that's what he done. So, I'll let them go first so I can get a little big loop-de-loop there. A lot of twisting and turning through here. You know, Phil, he'd go hiking on the weekends. He walked all over the place. He's probably one of the better ones we had help us. We've had some good ones though over the years. We really have. Had a few that's been a little frustrating, but for the most part, we've had some pretty decent help. Still don't feel real though, Daddy being gone. It's still a little hard. Every once in a while I'll think about it. Well, I think about it all the time, but some days is worse than others, I guess. I just don't understand why it went so quick. He was doing good. That's what I keep asking myself over and over and over that same question. So, I mean, they was sawing in August. I mean, I thought for sure everything, you know, it was good. I mean, I figured everything would be all right. I still can't believe it, you know, just it went that quick. I mean, like boom, overnight. Just that's it, you know, game over. I've asked myself that 1,000 times, like, why did this happen? You would have thought that he'd have been, but I'm glad he wasn't sick. I mean, that bad, that long. Because he didn't have but a couple bad days, really. And I think whenever they told him if they couldn't do nothing else, I believe whenever it really hit him, that it was pretty much over with. That's what I think anyway. Could be wrong. That fella that got Daddy started in the logging business just lived right down the road here. He got Daddy started years ago. This is Walnut right here. There's a Walnut Fire Department over here. You can't see it, but it's over there. Pretty good little load of poo on the truck right now. I was going to leave one on here. I went and done one this morning. I thought, well, coming all the way over here, I better empty. And I'm glad I did. I wouldn't want to come back up through there and grossed out this thing. I'd had to got way down this belly to get up through there. It done pretty good today. I might leave this on there to go dump tomorrow evening. Or in the morning or something in case I get a call tomorrow. But I ain't planning on nothing tomorrow because, like I said, tomorrow's Daisy's birthday, so we're probably just going to hang out the house and wrap presents and blow up balloons and all that good stuff. There's the junkyard. That's Allen's junkyard. It's Brush Creek through here. There's a lot of work around here. Dump trucks and track hoes, and all these people can't find no help to do stuff, so if anybody wanted to do their own little thing, right now would be the time to do it. Everybody I talk to says you can't hardly get nobody to do anything because it's not because they're lazy, just they ain't got no, everybody's booked out. Got to figure out how cold it's going to get tonight. If it's going to get real cold, I might have to go dump this tonight. I don't know. I might just run them up there and dump it anyway. Get that over with so I can fool with it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like here in a minute. I might stop, check my sight glass, see where it's at. Used to be a doctor's office right there. Oh, I'd like to buy me another boat. The only thing is, that was my and Daddy's thing, though. Me and Mama, we'd take the blue boat to the lake out there. Me and him would take my big boat. Me and him about the only people would ever fit. I mean, he is about the only one that would go with me. I mean, I could get other people to go with me, but just saying, I mean, just all around. I mean, me and him, that was our thing, to fish. I was wanting to get us a deep V aluminum boat so he could go with me again, but all this happened. But everything happens for a reason, I reckon. Sometimes you don't know the reason, I guess, but everything happens for a reason. This is Marshall right through here. I'll take you through the big town. Well, it's the bypass up here, not downtown Marshall. It's down the other way. We'll let it last about 25 minutes or so, the video. Glad everybody's watching them. He's got a bunch more subscribers since he passed away, so that's a good thing. I'm hoping he gets a lot more. Anybody knows anybody, just let them subscribe. And I mean, I'm not doing it for the money or nothing, all the money still goes to Mama, so I'm not that good. I don't even know if we're making anything on them or not, really. I mean, I think he made some last month, I believe. But I'd just like to get him a bunch. That was his thing. I'd love to see him get at least 10,000, but that's twice what he's got now. So I don't think I'll get that, but we're going to shoot for it. That's one of the reasons I'd like to get the sawmill going kind of again, because the sawmill videos is where it's at. I mean, me just filming and rambling don't really get people's attention because most people don't want to listen to this. But I just post them. I like these little ride-along videos like this. I mean, it's kind of neat just to see other places. I like to watch them that the guys do with the motorcycles. It was pretty neat. They put on their helmet and stuff. It was pretty cool. This is a good video just to watch. I mean, you can mute it and not have to listen to me and just watch the video. Yeah, we're fixing to come up on the bypass in Marshall, North Carolina. Well, it's cold last night. I know that. It's about 22 degrees at the house this morning. I might have to go dump this tonight. I don't know. I might just go dump it anyway, just because we can. I hope the video ain't too jerky. Probably won't be the best one we've done. These North Carolina roads, you gotta love them. They're like a rug or a washboard. Could be worse, I guess. Here's the bypass. That Ingalls is fairly new. I just built it not too long ago. I keep thinking today's Thursday. It's just Wednesday. Hard to keep up time now. I don't used to. I knew exactly what day it was, being especially working out of town. Now that I'm at home, I lose track of days. Can't remember what day it is from one day to the next. Which I don't mind it. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with my move I made, I believe, from railroad life to the pump pooping life. I just like doing my own thing, helping people out. That kind of works for me. There's that new bank they built there today. That's pretty. Mama said they need a flag in the front yard, and I believe they do. But anyway, well, it's been about 27 minutes, so I guess we're done with the ride along. I'm gonna call and see what the temperature's supposed to, or look it up and see what the temperature's supposed to be tonight. It's supposed to be real cold. I might just run up there and dump this real quick so it don't freeze on my truck. I don't know what body to do with a big bunch of poop froze in your truck. That'd be a horrible situation to be in. Have some poop sickles, I guess. Anyway, well, hope everybody enjoys the video. Like it, and let's see if we can't get him a bunch of subscribers. I mean, just tell everybody, just subscribe. I know it's hard to do and they're kind of boring, but maybe I'll get to sawing and get you some good sawing videos, because everybody, them really done good on his page. I've noticed that, so hopefully that'll work. I've been trying to get a video of me pumping, but that's hard to do. I'm gonna try to get Daisy or Mom or somebody go with me one day, and we'll just do a filming of a trip. We gotta put some risers on one. I might get somebody to go with me and do that. So, but anyway, well, everybody have a good evening, and I'll talk at y'all later. See y'all. Bye.